Okay, are we ready? We're gonna go live real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Jay, you're such a mess.
Well, you know.
Eyes. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, do you have your notes?
Notes?
Really?
We'll do it live.
Okay, all right. You ready? 3.
The tip of the eyes, the tongue, the teeth, the tip of the eyes, the tongue,
2.
the teeth, the tip of the eyes, the tongue, the teeth.
Go.
Good afternoon and welcome to WSQP Breaking News. Reports are emerging across these United States and all over the globe of collectors and gamers seeking their holy grails. Missing items from their collections that set the bar for completionist agendas and scratch the itch of collector enthusiasm. Today here at WSQP, we have deployed an army of ace reporters to reveal to you their holy grails. Up first, we have our roving features reporter, Chris, from the Game Dad channel. Chris, over to you.
Hey, what's up everyone? Game Dad here, and today I want to tell you guys about what my holy grail item that I would love to get in 2021 and plan to get in 2021 is, and that is Steel Battalion for the original Xbox. Now, I don't know what it is about this game or this controller that is just so attractive to me, but I have always wanted to have it in the collection. I mean, maybe it's just because it's the biggest controller that I've personally ever seen. And anyone that knows me knows that I love collecting just weird controllers and accessories and peripherals for different consoles. I mean, I have drawers full of them, and this is kind of the ultimate mecca of controllers. The game is kind of so-so. It's not bad, but it's not, you know, a blockbuster hit or anything like that. But this controller is massive. It's got foot pedals, it's got 3 different base stations, multiple joysticks, multiple buttons. It even has a flip-up toggle to hit the big red button and eject from your mech in the game. And it just looks amazing, and I cannot wait to be able to get this from a buddy of mine who has one. And I mean, he's got it full, complete inbox, everything, and I plan to add that to my collection in 2021.
Chris, we wish you luck in your search. And now for the arts and our DIY dynamo, Russ Lyman.
Holy grails for my collection. When I think of that, one game comes to mind. I was a big fan of DuckTales on the NES growing up, and of course watching the TV show. Heck, I even painted a picture, Scrooge McDuck in outer space. But when Capcom had plans to remaster it and put it out on new-gen consoles at the time, they put together a press package that only went out to certain people. This included an NES cartridge that was gold. So the game that they included in with the package actually had the NES DuckTales game on it, so it's fully functional and you can play it. They also included a coupon for some green cheese and flyers for upcoming games, really putting the whole package together as a nostalgia awesomeness. Now, they don't come up on eBay too often, and when they're listed, the prices are astronomical. I don't think I can spend that much just to get that game in my collection. That's why it's kind of like the holy grail. If I come across it at a good price, then I'll be happy to add it into my collection. Maybe some of you guys never heard of this before or seen it, so hopefully I brought some new knowledge to you on this video. DuckTales. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Outstanding work as always, Russ. Now for a different take on things, I'd like to hand it over to our musical correspondent, JD.
Hey heathens, what's up? I'm JD Blute, this is Evil Unicorn, and we have to tell you about our holy grail item for video gaming in 2021, and it's real simple for me. It's not an item, you can't physically grab it, it's not even something that comes in a physical form, it's digital only, and it is the sequel to the biggest multiplayer game of the last decade. Yes, you can at me. I will fight you on this. For the PlayStation, I guess 5 now. I was expecting it for the 4. But I am talking about The Last of Us Factions 2. Factions 1 is my absolute favorite online multiplayer game ever, bar none. We were supposed to get Factions 2 last year. However, we got a whole storm of terribleness last year, and we didn't get Factions 2. So really and truly, the only thing I'm looking forward to is headshotting stragglers in Factions 2.
And now over to our lifestyle reporter, Skipper Bob from Skipper Bob's Breakdowns.
Hey Square Peg, Skipper Bob here, and you're asking about holy grails in gaming. For me personally, I was a big arcade goer. I would go to Mystery Funhouse or Rocky's Replay here in the Orlando area, and I would spend all kinds of money on arcade games, pinball, you name it. But in one title in particular, well, there's a couple, but the one I really wish I could get a reproduction of, or even maybe an original cabinet of a 4-player Simpsons arcade. This thing was beautiful. I mean, the cabinet itself was kind of plain, but the game itself was so much fun, especially when you're playing with 4 people. And I know that there are emulators out there, and I know that there's been a couple of recreations of 2-player stands, but I would love to get like an original 4-person tall standing cabinet. But unfortunately, I just don't have like $4,000 laying around. Oh well, it's a dream that hopefully I'll pursue once I win the Powerball, maybe, and I'll probably share it with you in a Patreon deal.
Solid choice, Skip. And now over to our Ace Archives reporter, the immortal John Hancock.
The immortal John Hancock here, and actually I'm looking for a few holy grails I'd love to find in 2021, and they're weird ones, okay? I'm still looking for games in my collection, and I'm actually pursuing kind of a platinum hits for Xbox, and everybody's like, well, is that hard? Absolutely, it is really hard. And there's actually a few games on it that are incredibly tough to find. There's only a few copies known to exist of the platinum hits of NBA Ballers. It's really, really tough to find, and it's one I'd like to track down. NBA Ballers, platinum hits, really tough to get. And the other one actually is the Grand Theft Auto double pack. Well, everybody, has been telling me, well, I find that all the time. Not the Platinum Hits Edition. The Platinum Hits Edition has a sticker on the front, and each game has a Platinum Hits version on the disc. There's a picture right here to help people for reference. But yes, I'm looking for those 2 games. I do consider them holy grails, even though they're greatest hits for original Xbox. And so, wish me luck.
And finally, on a quest for something as of yet undiscovered, John Riggs.
There are so many great Holy Grail type items out there when it comes to the world of video games. People that are looking for certain things like competition cards, like hard to find games, valuable games, expensive games, things that are only available at certain stores or certain countries or certain regions. There's a lot of great games out there, and a lot of great items for Holy Grail items when it comes to the world of video games. But my one wish, if I could rub a genie's lamp and have one thing, it would be Ultimate Journey for the NES from Bandai. And if you're like, I've never heard of that one, it's because you're right. It never came out. There is box art available. There are screenshots available. Copies of this game went out to reviewers, like magazines, to test this game out before its release. It plays a lot like Ninja Gaiden from a lot of the reviewers from what they said. It looks like a fantastic game. Judging by the screenshots, it looks like my kind of game. It looks excellent. It looks awesome. I love Bandai. This looks like the game that would be right up there for me for one of the contenders for one of the greatest NES games. And it never came out. There's been a lot of prototypes found. SimCity for the NES, Bio 8-Man, California Raisins, stuff like that. They find these prototypes, they dump the ROM, they put them on the internet for other people to play. And Ultimate Journey hasn't been found. And if it has been found, it's because whoever found it isn't dumping the ROM, which unfortunately happens. I don't know of any cases personally, but if I could find any one game, my Holy Grail item would be the prototype for Ultimate Journey, so I could dump the ROM and then put it on the internet for other people to play. And that's my pick.
Fellow collectors, the siren call of tracking down your Holy Grail is never-ending and is unconquerable. Why, even this stalwart anchorman has fallen victim to its lure. You all know of my lifelong quest to find Suikoden 2 and Suikoden 5, but there are indeed 2 other things that I will do my best to acquire this year, if only to ease this eternal quest for gaming glory. First, and while some may scoff at this, it is something that I personally desire, is a jungle green Nintendo 64. There's just something about transparent plastic and monkeys wearing ties that make it all the more necessary to add to my collection. Second, I've long adored the game Star Tropics, and while I have a cartridge for both display purposes and for play, I would like to up the ante a bit and find the complete in-box copy with, of course, the letter that you can dip in water. Friends, none of us are immune to the draw of a Holy Grail. Let me know in the comments what your personal grail is. And if you enjoyed today's video, first, be sure to check out everyone's channels linked in the description. And also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel and have not yet done so, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. I thank you all for tuning in and for getting us to 500 subscribers. Until next time, I've been your lead anchor from WSQP Square Peg's Breaking News. Wishing you good night and good gaming.